Ah yes, we've got some more Madden 21 updates to talk about. We haven't been making as many of these videos lately because the year is kind of winding down and they've stopped updating the game as much as they did early in the year. They were updating this game every couple days at the beginning of the year, but as the year's kind of gone on, it seems like the game's actually gotten less updates later in the year than it did the last few years, so that's kind of interesting. And really quickly before we get into the video, I do want to let you know that today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace is a all-in-one platform to build a beautiful online presence to run your business. I'll tell you more about them and how to use my special offer later in the video. So first we're going to talk about the upcoming franchise mode update, and I keep getting asked about this every day in the comments, and then towards the middle / end of the video I'm going to talk about the updates that are actually in the game today, like right now, the second that you can go play. So every day I'm getting tons of comments about what's going on with franchise mode. Is that last update still going out? Have they kind of thrown in the towel? Are they just done for the year? I'll be honest, it kind of does feel like they're done for the year, but franchise mode is definitely still getting that last update. We have the information on what to expect in that update, and as well as we've got some new things in the game today, but I do think there's still going to be that one last big gameplay update as well that will come out along with that franchise mode update where they do those last final tweaks. We're still hoping that they switch up the X Factor and superstar players and stuff like that and the playbooks, because they really have kind of left us hanging with that this year, to be quite honest, and they have not fulfilled, to the level that they said they would before the game launched. So with franchise mode, we have our upcoming third and final hashtag Fix Madden franchise update of Madden 21. They talked about this before the game even launched when there was so much backlash about the lack of improvements and changes to franchise mode. They have lived up to their word so far. They've put 2 of the 3 updates out. The last update is set to come out within the next, I want to say like 10 days to 2 weeks. It should be very, very early March that this update comes out. And then for Madden 22, we have to see if they actually stick to their word and put those new features in that they said that they're looking into. So one of the first big things that we can expect with the next franchise update that's coming pretty much any day now are trade logic improvements. That's one of the things that they did touch on, and here's what they had to say. We are focused on delivering improvements to player and draft pick evaluations to create more rewarding and authentic trades for Madden 21 that will continue to build and improve upon in the future. To move forward on improved trade logic, it was important to acknowledge there wasn't a magic quick fix. As a team, we've reevaluated everything about our previous trade logic with the goal of improving realism and fun of interacting with the trade system using a few key goals: establishing new baseline scales around players and draft pick values by reconsidering every factor and modifier that is currently used in trades, resolving top community exploits around AI trades, like elite offensive linemen for late round picks, and looking for opportunities to improve or add new AI considerations when evaluating offers from teams. We're excited to discuss more about this in the deep dive. So the deep dive will be when they actually release this update in the next 10 days to 2 weeks. But trade logic is pretty interesting because we know the trade logic in Madden is some of the worst, that we've seen in any video game. It's kind of become a meme of how you can just trick the system, not only doing things like they mention getting elite offensive linemen on your team for late round draft picks, but even sometimes how certain players are just impossible to get. Like you could literally, let's say you tried to trade, just for example, maybe you wanted Deshaun Watson, right? Now Deshaun Watson's a great QB, but he's not better than Patrick Mahomes, and you could literally offer Mahomes and a first round pick and a second round pick, and you would still get turned down. Now I don't know if that exact trade would get turned down, but things just like that have happened many times where there's like untouchable players. Correct, but even in real life you could say there's untouchable players, but there's almost a price for everybody, maybe not named Patrick Mahomes or like Aaron Donald, right? You might have an untouchable player in the game, but let's just say for some crazy reason a team offered you the better player, like Mahomes for Watson, and threw picks in. Well, all of a sudden Watson wouldn't be untouchable because Mahomes is clearly better, right? Not that the Chiefs would do that in real life, but it's just the idea that if you try to do that in the game, it wouldn't even let you sometimes because the game just can't kind of differentiate a lot of times that this player is actually better, or in the case with the offensive lineman that, hey, the offensive lineman is worth more than that late round pick. So I'm curious to see if these improvements actually do work out because it is a much needed part of the mode. Next we have franchise league history. It says here, we are adding a new tile where you can see the Super Bowl and key award winners from each year of your franchise. This will include how many times a team has won the Super Bowl in the franchise, along with MVP, Coach of the Year, Offensive/Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive/Defensive Rookie of the Year, and Super Bowl MVP. For Madden 21, this will track every season in your franchise from the season this is added and forward. Any history prior to to the addition of this new feature will not be accessible, as we previously did not save off Super Bowl scores among other things upon the start of a new league year. Any new league will have every season played tracked, however. Now this is something that, it's one of those things, why hasn't this been in the mode? Like, league history is one of the most important parts, if not the most important part of a franchise, because without the history, like, what is there, right? Imagine if real life football, we didn't know who won the Super Bowl or the MVP 10 years ago. It would be weird, right? This is a history of, like, kind of a storybook of what has happened in the league, and you couldn't do that in franchise mode in Madden. So I'm not sure exactly how this is all going to be implemented. They said it's only going to be from leagues starting when this update happens and going forward, but for future Maddens, when you start your CFM every year, you should be able to track every single thing now, which would be really great. Today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. Like I said in the beginning of the video, from websites to online stores to marketing tools and analytics, Squarespace is an all-in-one platform to build a beautiful online presence and run your business. Now, the thing I love most about Squarespace is honestly just how easy it is to use. Let me tell you, creating your own website can definitely be scary, but Squarespace takes that fear away with a slew of great, easy-to-use features. They have custom templates you can customize to fit your needs. Their traffic overview gives you access to all of the analytics you need to help grow your website, and they make it super easy to embed videos as well, which is what I did on my website, where I created a portfolio for my YouTube channel. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/EricRayweather to save 10% off of your first purchase of a website or domain. Now, I'm sure there's going to also be some other little things that they're going to put in the franchise update, because this was just the pre-release information. Last couple of updates they did for franchise mode, they put out the pre-release info, but the actual update did wind up having more little things sprinkled in there, which is always nice. So I'm sure this isn't all of it, but these are the two main features that they're going to be implementing with the new update coming soon. Now, as for today, we've got the official Series 5 update that has hit the game, and there's a few things that come along with this. Now, many of you might be familiar with this. Every so many weeks to 2 months, let's say, Ultimate Team jumps to the next series. It's kind of like a new season. So with Series 5, we've got some changes going on. We've got a new MUT level. They're increasing from 81 to 90. So we're kind of getting close, which leads me to believe there might be one final season or series after this where it does go from 90 to 100. But new MUT levels from 81 to 90 means a lot of new rewards when you grind the MUT level. I'm sure there's going to be players you can get, packs you can get for free, coins, power-up passes, all that good stuff that you get with a typical MUT level increase. It's definitely a good way to grind the game and get free stuff without having to spend a dime, but it definitely is a little bit of a grind. They're also adding 32 new theme builders to the game, which is a player from each team. Now, they're only going to be 92 overall, which is kind of whack for this point of the year. It's just no one's really using 92 overall players, not on purpose anyway. So other than just kind of helping to build up your theme team, this isn't really going to do much for you. They're also adding 29 new Series Redux players, which they do every time they jump to a new series. The limited players turn into Series Redux players, and now they're usually a lot cheaper to get off the auction house. There's also going to be a new level master, which is going to be a 96 overall player. The MUT master update, Sam Mills, will be going up to a 98 overall, which is nice. The team captain is also getting an update now. He'll go up to 97 overall. My team captain is Leroy Glover. Yours might be different. There's also going to be some new Elite Exchange sets coming to the game and a Coach Madden update. So Series 5 definitely has some good stuff. Not everything that people wanted. I know people wanted more power-up players, among other things, and it doesn't seem like they touched on a lot of that. There's definitely some good things here, but there's still a good bit to be desired as well. Hope you enjoyed this update video. Make sure to subscribe, put the bell icon on so you don't miss future uploads. Check out some of these videos right here on the screen. Like, you're not doing anything else. Just click one of these videos right here. Have a good time. I will see you guys next time.